discussion can be some kind of difference for the truckers. You know, it'll get out later on. I'll share it out. Definitely gonna share it out on the platform. On these back roads right now, trying to get back to 81. It's gonna be a short live. I don't usually do 2 lives a day, but it's for my truckers out there. Now, ever since COVID, the trucking industry done took a drastic drop far as paying drivers, owner operators. That's lease owner operators that has their own authority. That makes you got to go out there and find, you know, trying to get them assigned a rate con and trying to get them to give better pay, because there's no reason why a lease driver should make more than a guy with his own authority. Now, we all do the same thing. Like me, I'm on operator. Hey, how you doing, Diamond? Thanks for coming back. See, I'm on operator. I'm leased on to a company, but I still have the responsibility of taking care of this truck myself. And now I'm on the back roads right now, Diamond, somewhere in upstate New York, trying to get it back to 81. It's beautiful out here. They got snow all over the place. But I'm leased on to a company, contract to a company. I get 70%, they get 30. That's what the lease contract is about. But when you have your own authority, you in a different pay grade, a different pay rate. Your money should be different than, there's no way a lease driver making more than a driver with his own authority, because he have to pay that insurance. He have to take a more bigger responsibility on the road than I am. I'm stored to a company, so pretty much under their authority, and I'm under their insurance. I got my own insurance, but I'm on their insurance. So as an owner operator that have his own authority, he has a bigger responsibility than me. But that's crazy how I'm make more money than a guy with his own authority. That shouldn't have to be like that. Guy with his own authority have a major responsibility out there. You know, getting on here, getting these Raycons and on these DAP boards, these low boards, trying to get work. They getting pretty much robbed out there. You know, that's like, for example, you go into a load board, you'll see a load running from here to Jersey to North Carolina for $900, for $1,000. Ain't nobody doing that. Ain't nobody doing that. Oh, having your own authority is pretty much having your own MC number. It's pretty much like me. I'm leased onto a company, right? So they provide me with work. They provide me with work. Have your own authority. You got to find your own work. It's pretty much you got to be your own salesman. You got to do everything on your own. So you got to go out there and get the work for yourself. Other than me, I get back to the yard around 4 or 5 o'clock. Dispatch hit my phone and say, "This is what you're doing tomorrow." As far as having your own authority, you have to go on these load boards. You have to speak to these brokers. Now, when I put in the title, strike against the brokers are making more money. The brokers are making more money than the guys with their own authority. So let's say, like right now, if I go into the load board and I see a load for $1,000, right? $1,000. So you want me $1,000 for 400 miles with my own trailer, my own authority? That's too cheap. I'm not taking that. So what I would do, I get on the phone and I see it on the load board. Then I call a broker and ask the broker what's the availability, and ask the broker how much is it going for. So the broker might say, if the broker getting $1,500 for the rent, because basically what it is, it's getting cut 3 ways. By the time the broker get off the load board, it's being cut. Now the broker going to sit home and tell you $900, so she can make $500 off the deal. He or she don't even have to leave the living room. And that's crazy how a broker is making more money than an owner operator with his own authority. That shouldn't have to be like that. It should be like a 730, whatever, but it shouldn't be like that. Well, a broker is making more money than a driver. And it's crazy how Your fuel at the end of the week is you spend $2,000 on fuel and you take home $1,000. Large expense because you got to pay yourself at the end of the week. So with your own authority, you figure you pay yourself $1,000 a week. At the end of the day, you don't even break even. So you got regular guys who leased onto a company with their truck is making more than guys that have their own authority. And it's crazy because right now, the trucking industry is hurting right now because a lot of guys out here fighting for work. You know, you got guys who giving up their trailers, giving up their trucks and getting a warehouse job. You got guys who giving a truck and they buying pickup trucks with trailers and they out there trying to do hot shop work because there's more money doing that than it is having your own trailer, having your own authority. And having your own authority, your insurance might be $22,000 a year. So if your insurance is $22,000 a year and you're not even making $10,000 a month, you might as well just hang it up. And it's like that. You know, I talk to my boys all the time and they going through it right now. That's it like me, if I do 200 something miles, the run might pay $1,500, right? But then you'll get an owner operator. You get an owner operator like myself, but with his own authority, they might only offer him $700 to do that run. And he's sitting back like, damn, that's it? Right now, it's hard right now for guys with their own authority because during COVID, everybody named mama when they got their own authority. Everybody went and got it. So they put a freeze on it because there was too many people out there running around with their own authority taking anything. Like what I won't take somebody else to take. For you to tell me to drive 500 miles one way and you only paying me $600, it's not even $1 a mile. So somebody else will take that and cut it. Like, let's say somebody coming to the game brand new right now. You only been driving for a year. You get your own trailer, or you doing power only. Power only is basically you linking up with a JB Hunt, you linking up with a Swift, you linking up with a Prom, and you pulling their equipment. That's power only. If you have your own trailer, you going out there to get the work. You would think that having your own trailer, you'll make more money. Nah. You got a guy that don't even have a trailer doing power only, making more money than the guy with the trailer. The same thing pulling a reefer box. You would think with a reefer box, you making money. You load it coming and going, coming and going. You ain't really making no money doing that because the broker's sitting home making more. The brokers are averaging $100,000 a year sitting home. Some brokers make $200,000 a year sitting home, while the truck driver not even making that. Some truckers out here that with their own trailers only making like $90,000 a year, $100,000. But the broker can sit home and make the same money, ain't gotta leave the chair. Now, you can say, well, why you hating on the broker making that kind of money? At least they making money. No. At the end of the day, the driver gotta get out there. He gotta put his life on the line. He gotta sit out there and take care of the maintenance on that truck. He got to buy the fuel on that truck. He home days out of days and weeks out of weeks, months out of months. Gotta take care of his family. What up, React? So he gotta take care of his family. So the trucker out here with his own authority, he hurting right now. But nobody don't understand that because they think, oh, the truckers out here making money, but the brokers are killing the game right now. And now you may say, like, my boy put me on something with Cam Newton. Now Cam Newton, they got a brokerage firm, and pretty much in the brokerage firm, what they were saying is though they will contact the company direct. So when they contact the company direct, they might get like 20,000 loads for the month. This for example, they get 20,000 loads for the month. They get those loads before they cut the load to the broker. The broker will get the load, then that load is cut to the driver. It's kind of like the street game. Everything getting cut when they get down to the driver. And everybody else is making money, but the driver is out there blood, sweat, and tears trying to make it to point A to point B to get paid, and he's not getting paid. So that's why I say drivers need to get together and strike against the brokers. That'll force the brokers to go to the bigger brokerage firms and let them know these drivers ain't taking the work no more. Stop taking the work. That's what I'm trying to tell most of the drivers out there. A lot of drivers is taking garbage rates and garbage runs for not even a dime on a dollar. They taking the garbage runs and they leaving all the work out there. Like right now, Florida ain't got no work. Everybody know going to Florida, you ain't getting no work out of Florida. Florida have you go from Fort Lauderdale. They have you go to Fort Lauderdale to Miami for $200. They have you go to Fort Lauderdale Fort Lauderdale to Savannah, Georgia, for like $500, $600. Ain't nobody doing that, man. But that's what's going on right now in the trucking industry. They robbing the truckers, and the truckers sitting out here. You could strike, that'd be a good thing. But then you have a lot of other drivers. They're still out there move to work, move to work, move to work. And they think because if I can make $500 a day, if I can make $500 a day, at the end of the week and take on $2,000, I done made some money. You ain't make no money because you still gotta pay for fuel. You still have to pay for tolls. You still have to pay for breakdowns and wear and tear. So you ain't making no money. With your own trailer, you supposed to be at least running your own trailer with your own authority. You supposed to be caking anywhere to $15,000 to $20,000 a month. That's the average going for a trucker with his own authority. You got your own authority, you should be making $15,000 to $20,000 a month, and that's money right there. But what it is, the broker is making more money, so the driver not making that. The driver ain't making that. You're supposed to cake out right now. There's no reason why a driver who don't have his own authority is making the same money that a driver with his own trailer or his own authority is making. They making more. The driver's own trailer is making less. The money is out there, but the brokers are keeping the money. Then when you got to fill out a Raycon sheet, pretty much a Raycon sheet is pretty much saying, okay, I want you to send me a Raycon sheet so I can look over the rate. Once I look over the rate, this is going to tell what the run is. Most of the time, a broker won't see you the Raycon, and so by the time you go drop the load off, they'll tell you that $1,000 load was only $600. So you must read the Raycon sheet, because if you don't read it and you go ahead and sign, you don't get your life away for pennies on the dollar, man. And it's like that. Yeah, we have to stick together, man, because I'm telling you, they robbing the industry right now. These brokers are sitting home. And it start from, and then people say, well, once you go talk to the companies direct, they don't really want to talk to you, man. If you got one truck, they ain't trying to holler at you. If you got one truck, no trailer, or two trucks, so they ain't really trying to holler at you. You got to know somebody that's in the industry to really get you plugged in. It's kind of like the street game sometimes, because you got to get plugged in to get to good work. If you ain't getting it and you got your own trailer or you doing power only and you only making $4,000 after, now don't get me wrong, you get drivers say, don't get it messed up with some drivers say, I'm making $10,000 a week. I'm making $6,000 a week, right, React? You get drivers saying it, you know? You get drivers saying it, Lisa. You get drivers saying it, right? But then, when you got to take out that $2,000 for the fuel, man, that done drop down to $4,000. You got to take out that toll money. You got to take out the money, the space money you used to eat, you used to sleep. All of that plays a factor in what you make a week. So when drivers say they making home $6,000, no, they not. Ask them what they taking home on the back end. Once they put everything out, what's their net income? They're not going to really tell you that, because a lot of drivers want to see you fail like they fell. It's a grimy game out here too. I'm gonna keep it 100. It's a grimy game out here. Like, a driver won't make no money, but he'll tell you how not to do it so you can't make it. Or he'll tell you what to do. You'll think he guided you in the right direction, and he's screwing you over too. So you got to be careful who you talk to out here about money and about making money, about being out here in the industry. Because being out here 30 years, I done seen it flipped upside down. When I first came out here, yeah, we had them as a company driver, they was only paying like $15,000 an hour to drive a truck, $12 an hour to drive a truck. Now after COVID, they paying $30 an hour. But when it came down to after COVID with the truckers, they killed it. The fuel dropped, the rate dropped, but the money never went back up. So now every time the fuel drop, the rates drop. The fuel go back up, the money don't go back up. Nobody don't want to talk about it because you got people gaming. You have people you have people on Instagram, you have people on YouTube saying, oh yeah, I bought a truck. I bought 3 trucks. I'm making $1 million a week. I'm making $1 million a month. I'm making $2 billion a year. That's false, man. You can't believe everything you hear on the internet, because you got a lot of people that's being used by the industry that have to be a mouthpiece for the talking. Because truth be told, You can't get enough drivers. Right now, America have a shortage of truck drivers. Right now, the United States have a big shortage of truck drivers because you can't get drivers now. Ever since they legalized weed in certain states, when you go get your CDL, because nowadays when you go do CDL permit, they make it take a DOT test. They pop you for weed from the door. So all of you young people out there that's getting your CDL and trying to run out there to get your license, don't smoke no weed, man. I'm telling you, don't smoke no weed. If you smoking, go get yourself cleaned up. Don't smoke before you take that DOT physical. Because when you take that DOT physical, they popping you out of there. So they do have a major shortage in trucking. They have a major shortage in good trucking, qualified truck drivers. And they put you in these equipments out here, electric trucks, automatics. So I'm telling you, man, if you can, if you know somebody that drive trucks, you can tag them in. You know, it doesn't make no sense how the brokers is making more money than the truck driver. Everybody's making more money than the truck driver, man. They want you to do this shit for free. They want you to run for free. They want you to run for free out here, run for peanuts, man. And when you sitting out here, I say like right now, you say, okay, cool, I'm gonna run the number on y'all. Okay, cool. You say somebody making $50,000 a month in the trucking, right? So if they make $50,000 a month, they're making $10,000 a week, right? They make anywhere from $40,000 to $50,000 a month. To put tires on your truck is $3,000. You take that away from that $50,000. To put tires on your truck, $3,000, right? You take that away from the $50,000. Then you turn around, $2,000 a month. You spent $10,000 on diesel. You spent $10,000 on diesel. You take the $10,000 with the tires. That's $13,000 already off that $50,000. Now you take off the diesel, the tolls, the living expenses. Now you take off. Now you take off the wear of the truck, but you're gonna have breakdowns through the month. I don't care if you're driving a 2024, 2023. Them trucks break down too. And when they break down, a brand new truck break down, that truck is sitting in the shop for 2 to 3 months at one time because they haven't made the parts for the new truck shop. They have not made the parts for the new truck shop. Now you take all of that, and don't forget, you still got truck insurance. Your truck insurance could be another $15,000 a month. Now you still got truck insurance, right? Now you still got a truck payment. Your truck payment anywhere from $1,000 to $2,300 a month. I know a driver right now paying $3,200 a month for a truck payment because he done bought a truck for $190,000. Oh, these trucks ain't cheap. Oh, you think these trucks are cheap? So now that $50,000 you done made a month, now you down to now that $50,000 you made, now you down to $20,000. Now you still got rent, you still got mortgage, you still got you got your kids, you got your wife, you got your girlfriend, you got your side piece. Now you out there, you want to play with the money. So now that $50,000 you made a month is not enough for you to be stable in your life to have your own authority. You got to be making at least damn near $80,000 a month so you can make it. But the money right now, you know who making that money? The brokers making that money. The brokers up here walking around with their pajamas on, eating, like say, eating McGriddles in the morning, sipping on coffee, burping in your ear, they making the $20,000 a month. They making the $30,000 a month. The brokers. So how the brokers making more than the drivers? The brokers is eating and getting fat in long jobs. You in the truck looking sick and skinny, struggling, because don't nobody want to understand or don't nobody want to hear what the trucker have to say about it. So if you ain't trying to strike, if you ain't trying to stop taking work from these brokers, then you got to just shut up, man. You got to shut up. Let's go to a lot of drivers out there. If you're not trying to stop taking work from these brokers, if you're not trying to put your foot down on these brokers, then you got to shut up, man, and stop crying about it. Because I talk to a lot of drivers. You got to stop taking this work because you'll have guys, and you know, no disrespect to the foreign brothers, no disrespect to none of them.
Approaching a railroad
crossing. But the only sad thing about it, a lot of foreign brothers, they would take the cheapest rate they can get. They would take whatever they can get because they think it's money. Ain't no money involved in that, man. I got to slow this down. They take the cheapest rate they can get. So they cutting you, they cutting me, because they say, oh no, I'm making money. I'm making money. If I make $500 today and come Friday, I make a $2,000. I make $2,000. That's money. That ain't no damn money, bro. That ain't no money. You know, you get the brothers be like, what you talking about? You talking about that? Give me the money. I make all the money. I make the money and I send the money back home. I make all the money. What you talk about? You don't make no money because you don't want the money. Nah, it ain't about that, bro. It ain't about that. The money is tight out there right now. These truckers right now, they struggling, man. I don't care if you pull a flatbed. I don't care if you pull tankers, trailers, containers. I pull containers. I don't care if you pull an oversized. The money used to be great. To go from Jersey to California, it used to be $15,000. It used to be $15,000. Now you pick a load going to California, they want to offer you $7,000 to go to Cali. What the hell doing that? You know why? Because the broker telling you $7,000, but the broker is getting that 15 grand. You see what I'm saying? So how the broker is making more than you when you the one that got to deliver that load? You know, same thing with Amazon. Amazon came in the game and screwed the whole game up. So now Amazon said you need a bunch of trucks. Now Amazon they give you work. That's why you see Amazon drivers flying up and down the highway. Amazon drivers, they will cut you off, no signal, tear your hood off, tear your bumper off. If Amazon get the Amazon, do y'all know if you get the Amazon 1 minute late, Amazon gonna refuse the whole load? Do y'all know that? If you pull for Amazon and you get there 1 minute late, they're going to refuse the whole load. Even if you get the Amazon and you parked outside the gate. Say if you get the Amazon, you get the Amazon at 10 o'clock. But your delivery time is at 10:15. And you get the Amazon at 10 o'clock. And you outside that gate. And you don't get it to after 10:15. You be sitting there arguing with these drivers, man. You be arguing with them.
In 1,000 feet, turn left to I-81 South.
You be arguing with these drivers. Believe me, you be arguing with these drivers. You arguing with security guard. Because security ain't gonna let you in. Security gonna cancel the load on you, man. So now you stuck. Now you stuck. You gotta watch it out here, man. These brokers are killing the industry right now. And then the brokers act like they your friend.
Turn left to I-81 South.
Nah, these brokers ain't your friend. Yeah, Amazon is trash. Yeah, Amazon trash. Hey, trash. And then the thing with Amazon is, back in the day, when I first started driving, right? Back in the day, it was, you couldn't get nobody to bobtail. Didn't nobody want to bobtail nowhere because you didn't want to put that wear and tear on your rears. You didn't want to put that wear and tear on your tires. You didn't want to put that wear and tear on your transmission, your airbags, your shocks. Nobody wanted to bobtail. Now, Amazon got you bobtailing in the snow. I don't bobtail in the snow because you ain't got no traction with them big trucks. You ain't got no traction with them big trucks. I don't bobtail in the snow. But that's what Amazon wants you to do. They got you bobtailing.
Continue straight for 50 minutes to I-81 South toward Binghamton.
Beating down the tread, beating down the motor. That motor can't take all that bouncing up and down the road. That's why, let me tell you something. They call freight liners freight shakers. They don't call them freight shakers for nothing. They'll shake them boats apart. You have wheels. That's why you go on the road. You see wheels on the side of the road. Brake shoes on the shoulder. You see drums on the shoulder. Back in the day, you see the tire recaps. Now you see a whole tire and rim sitting on the shoulder. That came from Amazon bobtailing. Ain't nobody bobtailing here, but that's what's going on right now. You gotta stand down on these brokers, man. A lot of you drive with your own trailers and y'all think it'll work. Stop taking that garbage, man. Stop taking the garbage from these brokers, man. Stop taking it. You got like companies like C.H. Robinson. They've been around for a long time. C.H. Robinson will give you the most. C.H. Robinson had you pull a water load, 90,000 pounds from prime example. You go to the water. We go to water place up there. No, prime example. You go to Saltgill. You go to Molten Salt in Watkins Glen, New York. Pick up a load of salt for like 84,000 pounds. Deliver it to New Jersey. They, C.H. Robinson would have paid $250. That's it. C.H. Robinson don't pay nothing. That's like Hapag Lloyd. They don't pay nothing. C.H. Robinson been doing that for years. Just say nothing. I've been seeing the game. So when some people say, well, Jay Quill, man, This is a new age of the game. No, you have companies like C.H. Robinson was killing the game. C.H. Robinson been killing the game, giving you cranberry loads, water loads, heavy as hell, watermelon loads, cantaloupe loads. They give you these heavy loads. They don't want to pay you no money. The game is rigged, man. The game is rigged. The game ain't for the truckers. The game ain't for the truckers right now. The game is for whoever can make the most money the fastest. It's like a rat run right now, man. It's a rat race right now. The game is rigged, man. Y'all gotta understand this, man. If y'all can, you in the building, hit the like button, man. That's all. Just hit the like button. I ain't gonna answer all that. But at the same time, you know, hit the like button, share it out. But at the same time, it's like that out here, man. So you gotta stand on principle, man. You gotta stand on principle. If I tell you right now, that's like right now, if I tell you, well, my truck ain't running today, can you take this road? I give you the whole load. You will question me about what I'm gonna pay you, and I'm giving you the whole rate. If the rate is like 1,100, do the run for 1,100. Hey, Crown Key, do the run for 1,100. All right? So you do the run for 1,100. But if a broker tell you to do the run for 700, you'll do that run, but you won't even do it for me. But you'll do it for a broker, though. That's why I said you got to be able to stand down on these brokers, man. Stop taking this rate. You got to stop taking the rate. You got to speak up on it, man. You got to speak up on it, because if everybody keep feeding these brokers, you ain't gonna never win. You're not gonna win out here. This game is tough right now. And like I said, after COVID, during COVID, they was giving the top dollar to haul freight. They was giving top dollar during COVID. Top dollar. Now, man, they done cut the rate so bad it don't make no sense, man. It don't make no sense. I might as well jump out the truck and become a broker, because it don't make no sense to be out here even driving. So a lot of drivers out here right now don't make no sense, man. Don't make no sense. I see they got a bunch of loads, that board, this board, that board, that board. You know, ain't no money up there, man. They got one driver going from Connecticut to Chicago for $1,000. Ain't nobody doing that, man. I hope nobody don't do that. I'm telling you, if you got some time, go into the DAC board, go to the DAC board, go to any y'all in here, go to the low board, right? Go on the low board and watch the rates they giving out. And the crazy part is this, they want you to pay for the low board. So you got to go on there, take a cut rate, cut pay, and still pay for the low board. That's crazy, man. You're paying for something you can't even make no money on. And the thing is this, when it comes down to working for a broker, right? The broker you get a load for a broker today, they're gonna call, what's your ETA, what's your ETA, what's your ETA? They're gonna keep calling your phone. So then they're gonna bug you on the phone, but at the same time, nowadays we're gonna load for, they got a tracking device on your cell phone. So they can track your every movement on your cell phone. So they will ask you, how long it's gonna take you to get there, but they already know. They already know. They will say, these fools they be on your phone like they some X. Calling, but they're not paying nothing. And then as soon as you say you don't want to take a load, they throw you under the bus. Now you can't get no more work out here. They will throw you on the bus. You can't get no work out here. And it's sad, but that's how life is right now. They throw you on the bus, you can't get no work, now you're upset. You got to be firm when you're talking to these brokers. You can't act like you're their friend. You're supposed to get on the phone, talk to them, demand your work, demand your rate. If they're not paying, sometimes you might have to suck it up and move on. I understand, we all got to make money. We got to feed our kids. We got to feed the baby. We got to take care of our responsibilities as a man and a woman. But if you keep taking the low rate and you realize you're spending more money to be on the road and you can't even make no money to pay yourself, if you can't pay yourself, you might as well just park the truck then. You might as well just go ahead and get a company job. Might as well, or just lease onto a company. You got drivers leased onto a company is making more money than the guys that got their own authority. And that's a fact. Guys who leased onto a company, that's like right now, Company Prime. Prime got what they call a lease purchase. They keep them running. Prime drivers are making more money than guys with their own authority. And that's sad, man. And that's with a lease truck. That's not even a truck. They working on to becoming a truck, but it's not their truck. Stevie Transport has been behind me all day. It really ain't the money tight out there right now. The money tight out there right now. Yeah, I know. Now see, my boy AJ, he know he out there right now fighting the system every day, especially in Georgia. He fighting it every day in Georgia. And it's right now, shit, trying to get work out of Georgia. You leave Jersey and go to Georgia, the money is different. When you get down south, the money different, the rate is different. I don't know why. It's still the trucking industry, it's still the trucking game. But when you get down to Georgia and Florida, the rates are different. They want to pay you nothing, man. They want to pay you peanuts and molasses. That's what they want to give you down there, man. They don't want to pay you nothing. So it's killing the industry right now, man. But you got to strike against the brokers. You got to have a stand, man. You got to stand down on these brokers. Because if not, you're going to be taking garbage work for nothing. Then, at the same time, me and my boy talk all the time. They don't want to pay demurrage time. They don't want to pay demurrage time. You sit up in a loading block, they take 8 hours to unload you for $200. They don't even want to pay that. They don't want to pay demurrage. They don't want to pay detention time. Detention time, they don't even want to pay that. They let you sit there for 8 hours for free. Oh, we give you $200. Oh, what we do? I'm not signing that paper. Yo, my man, I was here early, my man. Yo, I'm not signing that paper. Nah, I'm not. I don't want to get in trouble signing that paper. Yo, my man, my appointment was at 6 in the morning. I got here at 5. Why you ain't gonna sign the paper? So now you gotta fight. And 2 weeks later, you get the $250. And when you call up again and try to get the same work, they're gonna tell you, oh, we ain't got that work no more. Now we give them for $1,000. Let me and my boy talked about that yesterday. He was down laughing, man. And then they give it back to you. It's crazy how it works out here, man. But you gotta stand down. You gotta strike against. And if you can't strike with a group, hey, strike against yourself. Just let them know. No, I'm gonna let everybody know. That's why you have these Instagrams, Facebook, YouTube. You can make a platform. Even if you can't strike, you can strike online. Make a platform and strike against these brokers. Put the broker's name out there. Put the broker name out there at the brokers. Put the brokers in the title. You got a lot like what was that company, the big brokerage firm just went bellied up? Billions of dollars ain't paid the drivers nothing. What was that company? Convoy. Convoy went bellied up. So Convoy had a lot of lows with Procter & Gamble. They had a lot of lows with Procter & Gamble. What they do? They went bellied up, man. They left you out there high to dry. You had drivers running around. Convoy. You had drivers running around with loaded trailers. Ain't know what to do with them. You had drivers running around with empty trailers. Ain't know what to do with them. They ain't had nowhere to park them. When they went bellied up, that was it. Now everybody else scrambling trying to get to work. Oh, let me get this, get that. They scrambling. And even if you trying to make a call and say, you know what? Let me call somebody and see if I can get into the game right now. Because since Convoy went bellied up, let me see if I can get in. And know what they gonna tell you? How many trucks you got? I don't want truck. How many trailers you got? Ain't none. I can't get you no work. Oh, you rented a trailer with the third party. Yeah, I know. Tell you, I know a couple cats who did that. I know a couple cats who was running around with these Convoy trailers. And the other day, I was coming down the road. I seen a couple of Convoy trailers. I don't know. I know Convoy wasn't still invented, but they had a couple of trailers running. I guess you got a lot of drivers right now. It's they using them trailers to work them. Hey man, do what you got to do. If you got to use one of them Convoy trailers to work them and get work on it and get your money back, why not? You got another company in California, a brokerage firm, big brokerage firm in California. Drivers out there, $35,000, $45,000, $20,000, $15,000. They owed a lot of money. Company in California went bellied up. They was getting sued, but you know what happened? You know what the broker said? When that brokerage firm went up, the brokers told the drivers, before I pay you, I got to make sure I pay the firm back. I got to make sure I pay the firm back before I give you your money back. That ain't make no sense because the drivers did all the work. See, that's the thing a driver got to get stuck with too. You could be out there doing all the work. And soon something happen, they go bellied up, they keep your money, man. They keep your money. Now you got to call your wife or you got to call your significant other and let them know why you ain't working tomorrow. You gotta let them know why you can't pay that mortgage tomorrow, why you can't pay that car payment, why you can't pay that truck payment, why you can't pay that truck insurance, why you can't send the kids to private school, why you can't pay for the private school bill that came this month. They don't care about the drivers. Now we gotta have a bunch of drivers running around trying to get to another company, before you know it. And you know, I don't like doing conspiracy theories, but you know, with all this artificial intelligence, with AI and everything now, they got a lot of self-driving trucks out there. Warren Buffett, I don't know, was it Georgia or North Carolina? They opened up a self-driving truck stop where a bunch of self-driving trucks can pull in there. Like you got to go into a truck stop and look at a bunch of trucks with no drivers in them. Who are you supposed to talk to? You know, I'm used to going in the truck stop, having conversations and laughing with truckers. If you got a bunch of self-driving trucks, who you gonna talk to? It's gonna be a lonely world out there. If you got a bunch of trucks, you can't talk to nobody. Who are you gonna be on the CB with? The only thing we got left is the CB. The only thing we got left. Audio check. The only thing we got left is the CB. Now, you put a bunch of self-driving trucks, you ain't got nobody to ask for information. The CB is for you get caught up in traffic, you can talk slick, talk smack, you can have fun. You get caught in traffic, you can see what's ahead of you. Hey, driver, what's going on down the road? Driver, you got a burning truck, you got a plane wrapper, you got a plane wrapper in the bushes, you got a strawberry candy sitting over here. It's a lot of terminology we use on the CB to let each other know what's going on the highway. But if you got a bunch of self-driving trucks, who you gonna talk to? That's the same as right now. There's a lot of truckers don't use CBs. So can't none of us network with each other no more because drivers don't want to talk to drivers because they pissed off. I don't blame them. They frustrated. I don't blame them. They got chest pains, back pains. They got headaches. They've been arguing all day, back and forth with the dispatchers, back and forth with these brokers, and drivers are frustrated, man. I know drivers, man. Let me tell you something, man. Recently, a driver took a gun and took his own life, man. Took his life. He lost 2 accounts. 2 accounts. Put a gun in his mouth and took his own life. It's happening a lot now. You have a lot of drivers now committing suicide. A lot of drivers committing suicide because you went to live in one way, and it's the only way you know how to live and make money. And now you ain't making nothing. Now you ain't making nothing to do anything. And drivers out here right now. I talked to a young lady on the phone from Texas. She had a truck that she took to a shop. And because she didn't know what was going on, she told the shop, whatever you find on the truck, fix it all. That's a no-no. Stop telling these mechanics what they can do to your truck. Because half of these mechanics ain't licensed mechanics. Half of these mechanics didn't grow up under a truck. So she take the truck over there, she get a bill back a couple months later, $30,000. Now, her insurance is supposed to pay for the bill, but the insurance don't want to pay for the bill because the work they did wasn't the work she needed to get done. So now she's stuck with a $30,000 bill. So now she take the truck from the shop, whatever bill she paid, she go to another shop. The shop looked at it and said, well, the work that should have been done, they didn't do, but we don't want to touch it because we're affiliated with the shop over here you just came from. So now both of them know each other. They don't even want to touch the truck. So now the truck is out of commission. Still got a truck note. Still got to pay her authority insurance every month. Still got to pay all her bills every month. She can't even do that because the truck is sitting in the shop because nobody want to touch it. It happens a lot. A lot of drivers out here is committing suicide. They're walking away from trucks. Drivers rather walk away with bad credit than sit out here and try to make money with a truck and suffer with that same truck, man. It's crazy. That's why I tell a lot of drivers, my thing always been like this. If I can see it, feel it, or smell it, or if I can see it, smell it, and feel it, I'm gonna fix it. That's always been my motto. Always been my motto. If I can see it, touch it, or feel it, or smell it, I'm gonna fix that truck. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it. That's what I do. Because you gotta be able to save money out here. As a truck driver, as an owner operator, if you ain't trying to save no money, man, you're gonna die. You're gonna hey man, you're just gonna You're gonna perish in the shop because these shops are taking your money. Just like the brokers taking your money, the shops are taking your money. The shops are taking your money, man. Shops taking your money. You gotta be able to stand down, man. You gotta be able to, speak up for yourself and let these brokers know, I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that. You gotta let your people know that don't deal with these brokers. If you're dealing with a broker's friend, only one brokers. You gotta let everybody know, stop dealing with only one brokers. There's a lot of brokers out here that's killing the industry right now. You gotta let your people know. Stop dealing with them because they killing the industry. You gotta speak up. You gotta strike against them, man. Even if you can't get a bunch of people together, just stand on principle. Let them know I'm not doing that run. I'm not going from Jersey to North Carolina for $800. I'm not going to Jersey to Georgia for $1,000. I'm not going to take a load to Georgia with 14 stops for $2,300. No, if y'all gonna pay me extra $50 or $75 for every stop I gotta deliver to. If they sitting up there saying no, then you can't do it. You can't do it. If somebody else want to take it, let them take it. But at the end of the day, they're going to find enough drivers where the broker's going to get that run down and cheap. So now that runner's on the load board for $1,500. You tell a broker you don't want to take it. You go back to another load board, that load up there for $1,400. You go back to another load board, it's up there for $2,000. See, they playing games. If you see it on one board for $900 and you see it on another load board for $2,000, that tells you right there that the broker is making about $3,000 off that one run. So now you take the run for $900. Take it for $900. The broker done made $2,100 off the run. Yeah, I know, right? I'm telling you, it's like that, man. It's like that, Lewis. It's like that. I don't know. It's like that, man. That nobody's standing on this. Nobody's standing on principle no more, man. Everybody feel as though you buy a truck today, I'm gonna make a lot of money. So if you think that because they bought a truck, they're gonna make $1 million at the end of the year, you're not. No, you're not. Stop listening to these Instagrammers and these YouTubers telling you they done made $1 million at the end of the year. You're not gonna make that kind of money, man. Even if you gross $200,000 by the end of the year, by the time you take out all expenses, wear and tear on the truck, man, you lucky to even make $20,000, man. You lucky to make $20,000. You made $200,000 at the end of the year, and you own your own truck. You lucky to make $20,000 because as an owner operator, if you don't have nothing to give back, you don't get no money back at the end of the year. Hey, man, I'm sorry to tell you this, but if you own your own truck and you don't have no property or whatever, nothing to claim, you don't get no money back, man. Sorry to tell you, man. Y'all don't get no money back. Y'all don't get no money back. You hope you break even. You hope all you got to pay IRS is $2,000 by the time you did all your receipts. By the time you put all your expenses in. You hope to make some money back, but you don't make no money back. You don't make no money back. So when somebody tell you, oh man, I took on $30,000 when I grossed $200. No, you didn't. You don't make no money. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with y'all, man. They don't tell y'all all this, I'm telling y'all. I got Steven Transport right on the side of me. He still ain't get by me yet. I don't know what Steven Transport doing. They've been in that left lane all day, but it is what it is. They ain't got I got a 550 cat. I don't know what he got in that truck. Whatever he got, ain't enough to catch me. They ain't got enough in there, brother. Yeah, but yeah, I know, right? Yeah. You got truck papers and everything, man. Them truck papers ain't back in the day, before COVID, you was able to get a truck for $40,000, $50,000. The truck paper was anywhere from $900 to $1,000 a month, maybe $1,100 a month, depends on your credit. Now, they selling these trucks for $90,000, $100,000, 2017 Peaks for $100,000. Like, damn, what they doing that at? They got drivers out here jumping out the window because they so happy to get a truck. They go get this Peak. Now they payments like $3,200 a month. They go get a Freightliner. Paying damn near $2,000 a month for a Freightliner. Come on, man. They paying $2,000 a month for a Volvo, an International. Nobody talking about this, man. You need to talk about it. You need to sit your people down. If you got a group of drivers that you discuss things with, you got to break these numbers down, man. And if y'all dealing with a certain broker, y'all need to cancel that broker. Y'all dealing with a brokerage board or a brokerage firm, y'all need to cancel them and move on and find something else. Sometimes it's even better just talk to the customer direct. If you can get a direct link to a customer, you might as well talk to the customer then. You know, as far as trying to get in the port and get your UIA to get in the port, that's shut down right now. The port is telling people right now that got their UIA, just got it. We not it's slow right now. We not moving freight like that. So right now, if you go into the port to get your UIA, the port not giving out that work no more. But right now, it's slow in the port. It may look like it's been, we see a lot of containers out here, but as far as Port North, New York, New Jersey, right now it's slow right now. So not giving out work like that. The only way you're gonna get some work if you lease onto a container company. It depends on who you leased on with. You're barely working. You got drivers out here right now leased on hauling containers, working 3 days a week, working 2 days a week. You can't pay a truck payment like that. You know, drivers jumping out the window want the baddest truck. You know, I heard this young kid say, if your truck ain't worth 200,000, you ain't making you not a trucker. Nah, that's false. That's false information. That is false, bud. That's how it is. Get around the school bus real quick. Take it around the school bus. I don't want to get up on it. Come on, big truck. Come on, big truck. I don't want to get up on it. Come on. Wasting all day for a big truck. I need to get around you, bro. I don't like riding behind school buses. I don't like that. School buses make me nervous. You got kids on that bus. You gotta be, you got kids on the school bus. They love the truck, but you got kids on there. I don't like riding behind school buses. I try to get as far away from the school buses as I can. I got. Yeah, I can't do that. Yeah, I love the kids, but I can't ride behind. Usually they want you to blow the horn. Yeah, they want you to blow the horn, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm about to try to get down. On my way down to Syracuse right now. You spoke to a shipper? Hey, but just think about it, man. See, New York, upstate New York is different from New York City. You know, it's two different entities, right? New York State is saying, come 2030, 35, they're getting rid of diesel trucks. I don't know if that's how true that is, but they've been trying to get the owner-operators out of New York State. But you know what? If you can get something going, get it going, because you know, you got a lot of guys in the South, they don't like to come up here. They don't like to come up here. But you would think the money more upstate because we got a lot of tolls up here. They don't even want to include the tolls in it, so you got to include the tolls in that. So that's why the rate con plays a big part on how you get your money. And then the same thing, you got to deal with factory companies. So a lot of factory companies are going belly up also. A lot of factory companies that send you your money direct, even they playing games. And then you gotta watch out for them. You gotta watch out for them then. So it's just a lot. It's a lot that goes on to this. Yeah, I wish I could see your comment a little better, but right now I gotta wait for him to drop this. Oh, let me see something real quick. Yeah, you gotta be careful out here. Right now, I ain't got a truck. Yeah. Now, come on, bro. Stay right there. There you go. Stay right there. Yeah, everyone is out for themselves. I just see that everyone is out for themselves. You're 100% right. You're 100% right, man. You know, you can have a team of brothers and y'all not solid. Somebody gonna do more, do less than what you're trying to do it for. You know. Man, this game is big right now, man. Game is big. That's why I'm leased onto a company. I'm an operator, but I'm leased onto a company. So they my own insurance and all that, plus I'm under their insurance. And it's 70-30. They give me 70, they take 30%. See, I can deal with that. You know, I can definitely deal with that. I have my own authority, and it's crazy, right? Years ago, I had my own authority, and I was teaching a lot of cats how to get their own authority. And it was crazy how I got put up in a situation where you ain't supposed to mix. Yeah, I'm out here. I'm being careful. Though. I'm watching the road. I'm definitely watching the road. But I got into a situation where you're never supposed to mix business and pleasure. You ain't supposed to mix that. So I had a friend of mine years ago. So when I got my own authority, she set me up with a company called Utility in Jersey City, New Jersey. I had work, a lot of work. I had a lot of work coming in. I'm pulling work. I'm pulling containers. I'm pulling my own trailers. She wanted to link up and become more than partners. When I told her I didn't want to mix that, I just got my own authority. I'm doing pretty good right now for myself. At that time, I ended up buying a condo in Virginia Beach. I ended up moving the whole company down to Virginia Beach. But because I didn't want to mix business and pleasure, she made a phone call. So when I had to come back to New Jersey to pick up my money, they owed me about a few thousand. I had to pick the money up, and they told me they didn't need to use my trucking company anymore. So when I gave her a phone call, she was like, "Hey, you ain't want to jump?" Then I canceled out. I don't want to do no business with you because I didn't want to mix the two together. And that's one thing how a lot of the drivers fall too. You start mixing business and pleasure, it never works, man. And unless y'all together and you marry and you missing business and pleasure in the trucking industry, it would never work, believe me. Yeah, it seems good in the beginning. Y'all smashing, y'all having fun. It seems good, but it never works. It never works. But since I didn't want to jump off, you know, back in the day, we called it the jump off. Since I didn't want to do the jump off, she didn't want to do no business no more. So I lost out. Utility pulled away from me. Half-Pack Lloyd pulled away from me. And I think it was Yang Ming pulled away from me. I lost a lot of work because of that. I lost a lot of work. Business and pleasure don't mix. Don't mix it, man. And I'm glad I didn't mix it. I lost, but I still gained. But don't mix it, man, because you ain't getting nowhere. And you got these. I don't see brokers be on the phone, be talking real seductive to truck drivers. And the truck driver, I ain't gonna lie, like some men a week. It's more than others. Some men a week. You would get brokers talking real sexy to a driver and get him to take a load, and then get him to take a backhaul for nothing. I think the backhaul should be damn near just as much as the load. But you got some drivers that's weak, and these brokers start talking real seductive on that phone. It could be a whole man on that phone. They don't know. Before you know it, they done took the cheapest rate they can take. Oh, she like me. She's supportive of my business. She like what I'm doing. Nah, she done scammed you. She done scammed you out about. So if you doing work for her, say if you do work for the broker, and she talking sexy, and you doing what? You doing $4,000 a week. That is garbage. But you doing $4,000 a week. She done made an extra $4,000 off you because she know what you like to hear. She knows she gonna ask questions. So how's you doing, driver? This is what brokers do. How you doing, driver? Oh, I'm doing pretty good. So how everything going in your life? Everything going all right. You know, I'm sitting there struggling. I'm trying to make it. Oh, yeah? Oh, you sound like a real nice gentleman. Word? Oh, for real? Something on the back end. Driver a sucker for that. They start talking sweet to a truck driver. He give up everything. He give up everything and turn around. Now he ain't making no money because she done scammed his ass talking real sexy and seductive on that phone. Which you ain't supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to keep it straight business. Strictly business. But it happens a lot out here. It's starting to get dark now. It's starting to get dark. Hopefully I can make it to Syracuse with some light outside. I ain't gonna be back until about 6:30. It's definitely about to get dark out here, but you gotta be in this strike against the machine, strike against these brokers. Let them know what you're gonna take, what you ain't gonna take. You gotta let them know. If you gotta call the shipper direct, call them direct. You gotta call the company direct. You gotta call the company direct, call them direct. You know, when you're doing a load and you go in there, you have somebody to sign the paperwork and say, man, how can I talk to the person that's in charge of shipping and receiving? You know, for example, you know, if you up here and, you know, you Cain and Abel, you got Cain and Abel up here, and, you know, you can talk. I know somebody that you can really get in with your own authority and make some money. So you have to really know how to talk to people. You know, talk to them firm. Talk to them that you know the business. Talk to them like, I don't care if you ain't been in the business 20 years. Talk to them like you've been in the business 50 years. That's how you get the money you're looking for. Or some of the money you're looking for. Don't get on that phone talking like you don't know no damn better. Don't get on that phone, yes, sir. Yeah, yes, ma'am. Hey, ma'am, I should take that load around the corner there, ma'am, and I'll be right back, ma'am. How about it, ma'am? I attacked up. Nah, you ain't got a coon. You ain't got to act like no coon. You ain't got to act like that. Be firm on how you speak. You don't get on that phone and you ain't the one that's smiling and laughing. Just talk, man. Just be firm on how you speak. Don't be up there cooning for these people. That's what they want to hear. I should be tap dancing for you there, ma'am. How's about me take that load down North Carolina? I take that load North Carolina for $200 there, man. Yeah, I get some watermelon and bring it right back for $400. Nah, you ain't doing all that. You ain't got to be acting like no coon, and you ain't got to be smiling all the damn time. Stephen, that's Stephen Transport. He been trying all day. I should let him come up with this. Just keep it moving. Stephen Transport. All right. You know, it's like that out here, man. You don't have to do that, man. You have to be able to speak. You know, all of that. You know, talking like you know. Sometimes people may say, "Well, man, I ain't talking like no sucker, man. You know, I'm thorough in my spot." Nah, there's a way on how to speak to people politely to get what you need to get. You can be firm on it. I see you, man. You can be firm on it, but there's a way how to speak to people. You know? I don't know where he goes. That's the Transport here. He's trying to investigate it right now. What's Stephen Transport doing? And drive on the left of me. He's been trying to invest all day to get Bobby covered. I don't know. I'm gonna let him go. I see what he's trying to do. I'm gonna let him go. Man. Hey, go ahead, man. Go ahead, Stephen Transport. You've been trying your best all day to get in front of me. Go ahead, man. If you're gonna go ahead and take it, take it. I'm gonna flash my lights, but go ahead and take it, man. Come on in, bring it in, man. You be trying all day. I've been seeing you back there trying. I guess you see guys don't like containers. The first thing they say when they see a container driver, they don't speak no English. And then when they ride up on you, look at your window, they go, damn. That's what they say, you know. That's just the thing out here in the trucking industry. If you see a container driver, he don't speak no English. That's what they believe in. Until you get on that CB, they ain't got nothing to say to you. Alright, so I'm about to end this live. It's about to get dark out here. I'm gonna try to get back safe. I'm gonna definitely try to get back. I'll be back around like 6:30 tonight. It's definitely about to get dark, but y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. I appreciate y'all for coming in, Lewis. I appreciate, you know, Diamond, Crown T, Lady J, I appreciate all of y'all for coming through and hanging out with me. You know, we're gonna end this live. Hey, Louie, shut up and react. I'll get at y'all. Peace. Let me get on this road. I'll be coming to Syracuse. I'll holler at y'all.